Okay, everybody, welcome back to Trigger Tarot. So, today we were going to be covering Libra and Scorpio. So, today I'm going to be really happy to do that because some of my favorite signs, honestly. And I am a Scorpio for the base plate. I'm the base plate of a Scorpio, rising and sun, and all that. So, I embody the Scorpio pretty hardcore, and I hope you enjoy what I'm going to do here today on Trigger Tarot. We're going to pull up a lot of cards. We're going to try to give Libra and Scorpio the best luck possible. But the thing is, you're going to watch other people do other readings, and some of them are going to kind of lead you down some dark paths, like, oh, maybe you should be with this person because they're your polar opposite. And I'm going to be like, no. Don't go with the narcissist. Don't do that. You don't need that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of good readers out there, and then some I've watched it. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that anymore. But I'm an amateur at this, so some of this is literally just me just pulling cards and giving you my impression. I could be totally right. I could be totally wrong, but Lady Luck so far has given me the go-ahead, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And she's kind of waving me forward, with those little light sticks that the pilots look at when they're getting waved into a position to disembark and let the passengers go. So I'm going to let the passengers go here, and hopefully, you're my passenger. I'm going to take good care of you, and we're going to find out what kind of fortune we can find on Trigger Tarot. So we're going to definitely look for some of the best positives. And what I'm basically saying is that if there is some negative factors happening, I'm going to try to determine the best outcome that can be helpful towards you. Not just helpful towards somebody you know. This is about you, okay? And just make sure you focus on that, because it's going to be very important that you focus on yourself with this. This is specifically for you if you are a sun, a rising, or a moon, okay? If your moon sign is in Libra, your sun sign is in Libra, or your rising sign is in Libra. So that's what we're going to do for this. And then next up after that is Scorpio. So we're going to get into it. So I have a lot of Libra in my chart. I have Scorpio in my chart. So, this is like kind of right up my alley. I'm pretty excited for that. So that's why I played that music initially, because I love that kind of, twangy, futuristic type of music. So I just figured I'd go ahead and play that for you. Usually I do maybe like a little bit of a hand dance when I'm getting into it, but it's a late night and I've got more to do tomorrow, so I figure this is pretty good. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this, Libra. Let's move on. Let's see what we have here. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drink, and then I'm going to ring the luck bell. Lady Luck will come over here and help me out. She's coming here in a big blustery wind right now. I can hear the wind blowing right outside my window here, if you can hear that. I think some people actually can when they're watching some of these videos. So I think she's here. And she's just waiting for me to do this. So let me get a drink. I'll ring the bell. We'll pull the cards and we'll do it, okay? Okay. There are a lot of good readers out there. I really do have to say that. There's a lot that I watch, and, a lot of it I watch because I enjoy it, and some of it I'm just kind of curious, because there definitely is something to it. And the Knight of Wands is right at the bottom. I already shuffled it, though. You know what? I'll go for an extra shuffle just to make sure. But this is going to be our Outlook card today. I'm just going to do Outlook cards so you kind of have an idea as to our outlook. So this outlook card is going to be for Libra and Scorpio, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, because I already did it 3 times. I'll do it 2 more times just to over shuffle, just to make sure we're pulling some fair and good cards. You'll get to pick the first card, Libra, so definitely make sure you have your energy attuned to my finger and point it wherever you wish to point it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead and point towards the card. So let's make sure we keep it over here. Okay. All right. Let's not move it everywhere. Can't touch everything. Gotta Got to touch the cards here. That's what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead and do that. And so Libra, I'm going to close my eyes and look for the surprise. We're going to find out whichever one feels the best, that's what we're going to grab. That's what I'm going to go for, whichever one feels the best. Whichever one feels prickly. It seems like I think that's what you're telling me. Whichever one's prickly, we don't take, but we take the one that feels the best. And it feels like this might be the sweet spot. I think this is the sweet spot. What is this? Oh, this one right there? Right in the center. What is this one all about? What did you pull, Libra? The Knight of Pentacles. Libra, I have to tell you, on Trigger Tarot, we pull up almost all the major arcana within like 4 or 5 cards drawn. You know, if I was playing poker, I could be a very, very rich man right about now. So, oh man, I forgot to ring the luck bell. Well, I had intended to do it. So let's go ahead and ring the luck bell here. Let's make sure that we get some extra luck on our side. We don't want to anger Lady Luck or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and ring it.
Ring out, Janet!
Okay, good. We might have sated her to some degree here. If you didn't know, too, this is the luck dragon. If you get the luck dragon in here, you're going to get some extra luck. So hopefully, if things go terribly, terribly wrong, we pull up a bunch of crappy cards. We're going to get the luck dragon in here to blow some fire, some dragon fire on us and correct the situation. Now I know there's a lot of people out there, dragons are bad. Not exactly. They get a bad rap. You know, there's some people that are associated with it. Really, what the bad people are typically associated with, from my perspective, from what I can understand, are serpents and snakes, not dragons. There's a difference between the reptoid family. Dragons are the higher-ups, and they have intelligence. The serpents, they don't really care. They'll just eat whatever. I'm just saying. That's how I know it, okay? So if you're wondering, dragons, I believe dragons are good. And I think the snakes, the ones that slither on the ground, those are the ones that we can turn into, on your belly you shall crawl. Those are the bad ones. That's what I think. But, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyways, Libra, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Do you see where this is going? This is pretty damn cool. I gotta say that. This is pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and pull this card here. So if you're new to this, right? This is the core card. I used to call it over-under, but, you know, this is the core card. Your core card is you riding leading the charge with magic, with yourself. Magic or yourself, man. I think Leonardo da Vinci drew this as man beforehand, which, you know, the head, hands, and the legs and all that sort of stuff. And it just, because we're kind of magical in a way, you know. But Knight of Pentacles, you're leading the charge. You're in yellow. You're in a happy mood right here, Libra. This month here, June, and the following looks pretty good. So this is the U card here. This is the lover card here. This is the other card here, which is the journey card, and this is the other card right there. So that is your finale for this month, or continuing on forward. You know, depending. And really, what it comes down to too is basically you just, you know, taking some of this advice and putting it forward in your life where, you know, it plays out for you in a good way. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this a little bit closer. So see, the cards haven't moved. You know, we're using all the same cards here. We're going to pull up the best cards we can, and I'm going to try to help you out with something. So I changed some of the format of this, so maybe I'll push this back a little bit here. So Lady Luck will give me some more room to breathe, please. Thank you. U card. Boom. Ace of Wands. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Trigger Tarot, we pull up all the major arcana cards, or at least most of them. We tried to. So far, so good. So you've got a hand coming out of nowhere going, where did I come from? I don't know. You know, literally manifested a wand, a hand out of thin air with a stick, you know, with you know, it's got a little bit of a ball at the end there, and it's like dropping some leaves and stuff. And so literally you've got you kind of got the stick there, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, you know, and yes, there's no card trickery. This is literally you putting your energy into it, you watching this, and you helping me out too. But I have a lot of luck on my side because I have a lot of Irish blood, and that does probably help with some of these readings, I bet. You know, you got to be Irish to get luck. Now, every culture has their beautiful thing and awesome thing that they have, but Irish are about luck. And that's all I got to say about that, okay? But your U card is literally a miracle. Just out of nowhere. The divine, the universe, the creator is giving you this rod to lead with. And this is kind of like a floating card. This card is going to float over all the other cards. This is your core card, of which was inside of you. You know, you want to take the lead, and you're like, I can do it. I got the magic. And guess what? The beautiful creator, the universe, everything out there is helping you know, take the wand, take the lead. You're like, yes, I have it. I can do it. Libra, you are just going to just dive bomb forward. You're going to be able to do it. Whatever you set your mind to this month, you will be able to do it because you have this. You know, you have it. You have it within your reins to do so. And also, you know, if I screw up somehow, you can definitely check out some other readers down below. If some other readers want to, you know, talk to me somehow, and, you know, I like what they do, I'll definitely put them in the description too. But I have a really good reader down below that does a fantastic job. I love listening to what she has to say, and she's really, really good at it. So definitely check out the description down below, and you might be amazed. But Libra, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, you can only imagine what that means. And this Knight of, you know, the Knight of Wands is kind of floating card. It kind of guides all the rest of the cards in a way. As far as like an airy perspective, I'm going to use my airy perspective because according to my chart and what I've been able to read, I'm kind of more so an air sign, which might sound weird, but I guess I have more air element in myself. But this is going to float over things and kind of help guide. So just think of the Knight of Wands as like he's helping the Ace of Wands, he's helping the Knight of Pentacles, he's helping this card, he's helping the, you know, all these cards basically. And it's going to also work for Scorpio too. This is the general card that's just going to stay right there. Unless the flame burns it down, which I hope it doesn't happen. But it's going to stay right there until I say otherwise. So this is your other card, your lover card, your friend card, your father, your mother, your brother. This is the person that's going to help you turn the tide this month. Because everybody, every single month, you go through people. I'll just explain this real fast. You go through people that might be there to help you or do this or do that. It could be, you know, it could be like a marriage partner. It could be a best friend. It could be a family member. But they're going to help you with this growth, okay? And so far, it looks like it's all based on you, right? And we rang the bell, which is great. But we're going to pull a chance card because this has a lot to do with you. Advance to Boardwalk. You got to be freaking kidding me, Libra. You are just going to just hit a home run here. You're going to Boardwalk. You got a baby, a little baby over there with the little doggy. Some seagulls there, a nice little top hat, and the guy's just smiling, you know, ear to ear, just grinning ear to ear with his little stash. It's just, he's having a good time. The baby's crying, but, you know, babies cry. Look at that. I mean, this, I want to say that goes there, but it really goes on top of this, Knight of Pentacles. So, man, wow. Sticks. You have the card of sticks. That's cool. Now, this doesn't happen too much. And I was talking about wind. This is sort of the wind card. I believe this is the wind card, though. I don't know why I do, but I kind of do. This is the 8 of sticks, you know, because you got a bunch of sticks or wands, it's really just a big long stick, honestly. That's a wand. This is a stick. So you got a lot of sticks in here. What's going on with all the sticks? You know, maybe the fact that, you know, all this good stuff is kind of, you know, multiplying, and it looks like your significant other or the person you know is going to give you more work to do. They're giving you more. Now, why are they giving you more? Did you accumulate something? Did something fall in your lap here? Did they just give you more work to do? Did they basically tell you, like, hey, look, all the good things that are happening. You could do this, and you're like, oh dear God, would you shut up? I need to just focus on this right now because I'm successful. And so your significant other is going, meh, do this, and this, and then you're like, okay, all right. So where do I start? You know, we got 8 more things to do. You know, you were having a great time at the beginning, but then you ended up with more stuff to do because your significant other just piled it all onto your plate. And it was like, well, now you got more to do. And you're like, okay. So you got more to do. Let's see if this is like a significant other or a single card. So if you're single, let's pull this card, Uno, 6. So if you're single, it looks like, here's the thing. If you're single, it looks like there's 8 extra rods to do because you're like, oh, I got all this other stuff I can do now. But it will actually lower down to 6. So whatever this project was that you thought would be a lot more work than you normally had will not be as much as this, right? Because you got 6 here. Now for Crazy 8's card, let's see what an actual partner could give you. And you got 8 for Neptune, which matches this, right? Obviously. So Neptune is typically, you know, kind of like Poseidon. It's the creator, the creation source, and all that stuff. But it matches this. So it looks like if you have a person in your ring, let's say you have a father, a brother. I don't know why I kept thinking about brother, but it could be like a sibling maybe. Your sibling here is going to give you more creative prospects to deal with, which would really match up with what they're talking about. So your sibling, or somebody you consider sibling, like a blood brother, blood sister, you know, somebody that you consider family, even though maybe they're technically not, they might be giving you more to work on. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. It just means that the prospects with that could be good because there is a club there, which is almost like a little clover, right? There's all these clovers here. There's all these clovers. I mean, you're just seeing it here, this magic. And it's from what's inside of you. The divine is helping you, and your friends are there too. You've got everything in your corner this month. It's really cool. This is really cool, Libra. I'm really happy. Boardwalk, Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, bunch of sticks, a 6. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Okay, let's move on here. Let's see what this card is. King of Swamps. Okay, you got the King of Cups, or King of Swamps. You could consider a King of Swamps if you want to, but really, like, this is the King of Water. There's like a big whale there going, woo, look at me, woo, splash. And the King of Swamps, or the King of the Ocean, is like, you know what, I'm just not looking at that. I'm going to ignore that even happened. I don't want to deal with that. That's stupid. And there's this boat behind you too. I mean, you're sitting on a stone slab in the middle of the ocean. Quite literally. Very emotional. So if we match it up with the other card here, Neptune is mostly water and all that. King of Cups there. You are getting, like, your journey is exactly what we've been talking about. You are going to become the King of King of Cups. Sorry, it just King of Swamps. I just keep thinking. It was it was pretty funny the last time I was looking at that. But okay, King of Cups. It's a water elemental king. Okay. He has little froggy boots. That's why I keep thinking about that too. His little green little amphibian boots that he made for himself, I think. He's just drawn really kooky. He just looks kind of funny. He's got a little golden fish here on his necklace and all that. And there's actual whale here, I think. Yeah, look, it looks like a big whale in the background. There's a big 3-mast galley there, I think, in the background too. But I mean, you got everything going for you. This is freaking amazing. This is going to leave you in a very strong emotional state. Your allies are going to help you with more work to do, which will give you the chance to grow, but in an emotional state. Okay, can it actually give you something physical? I mean, we'll look forward here. Possibly. I mean, you got Boardwalk. I mean, this could potentially connect to this. So, you know, what you did notice on Boardwalk, if you probably didn't look at the card too accurately, there is water in the background on Boardwalk. You know why? Do you want to know why there is water on the back of Boardwalk? Because it's on the boardwalk and there's freaking seagulls there. That's why. That's why. So this is watery. That's watery. This is watery. That's watery. It's all connecting. The physicality is going to move into a state for you for this month. The divine is guiding you. You've got magic behind you. All that stuff. All that good stuff. Let's pull a risk card here. See what your journey leads you to. Northwest Territory. Ooh. What does this basically mean? Well, this basically means like the the northwest part of, well, basically Canada right there, I think. So, if you have something to do with Canada, maybe you might take a trip there. Maybe you might fire a cannon, you know? Maybe you're fighting maybe you become a pirate because there's a cannon here and there's a ship there with a galley. Maybe you became a pirate and you went on the high seas, and now that you become Miss Pirate Captain, you have to command a boat and you have to command a ship. So this could literally, maybe instead of it being emotional, maybe you become a pirate captain and now you have to sail the 7 seas. But you might have to start at Northwest Territory, and your significant others or your first mate is going to help you with this, because you can connect to Boardwalk. You can take all the booty. So what you want to do this month is find ways to use your magic, to use the divine, to work with your first mate to capture all the booty, you know, because this King of Cups is the King of the Seas, right? So you become a full-on pirate, you know? And I don't think there's any, like, I was wondering if maybe there could be something to do with the zombies in here, because I've been wondering when I'm going to get, like, a zombie card, and I haven't gotten that yet. A little disappointed. But it doesn't have anything to do with zombies, so that's pretty cool. You become a pirate, and you are just going to rule the 7 seas, the King of Cups. And it might take place from Canada, so you might start off with a little galley, or maybe like a little, you know, rowing boat in the Hudson Sea, or Lake Huron, or maybe the Arctic Sea, maybe Lake Huron over here, and you get a little rowing boat, and then you find a bigger boat. You're like, yeah, let's go take it by force with my BB gun. And, you know, you get a boat from there, and it just, everything just rolls out from there. That's amazing. This is totally amazing, Libra. I have to say, it's super cool. So let's move on here. Look at that. We've got the Knight of Wands here. We've got, oh, sorry, this is a 6 card, but literally this is a victory card for a knight. I mean, this is literally the bridle here. It's a fancy bridle. Fancy gown for the horse. You know, the man here, you're like, he's not a knight. Well, in a victory pose, they don't wear all their armor because it's heavy as hell, and who wants to break their back in a victory celebration? You have a wreath here, you know, It could be a celebration of times, moving on with time. So as you become a pirate captain, either a sexy pirate woman or a really, Arbuckle Captain Blackbeard guy or something like that, you are going to become this pirate captain. And then after that, you're going to go back to land and bring back all your wands back to land. So you are transportation. Wow, that didn't make any sense at all. Why did I even say that word? You are transporting some new idea that's going to potentially help you move forward, but it might be an emotional state, or you might just become a pirate completely, because there is boardwalk there with seagulls, gain the booty, of everything that is boardwalk, like, capture all of that, and then move forward in life to become successful. So you've captured something here, like some kind of emotional state that helps you move forward. You've, captured something physical. Could have something to do with, I don't know, Quebec or someplace in Canada, maybe something north, because there's the cannon there and there's the ship there. That's why I keep thinking something about pirates. Maybe you're a pirate. I'm not saying pirates are really all that great, but maybe this is your luck here. You have to become the sexy pirate in order to, lead your ship, because you have to lead here. You decided to lead from the beginning with your magical idea. You're leading here on your journey, and you're leading on your finish. You're at the top with your journey, and you're leading on your finish. The vine's pushing you forward. You have to take all these sticks, use your first mate to help you, or don't worry about the pressure, because it won't be so bad if you do it yourself. This is so easy, Libra. This is so easy. And you got the Knight of Wands here to help protect you throughout this whole journey. The Knight of Wands is your little guardian angel in a sense. Like, he's protecting all these cards, like making sure that this is going to happen. So I'm going to throw some extra dice, because this was actually super simple. It's super easy. I just want to know. I'm going to throw 2 die. I'm going to grab this die. And I'm going to grab this die here. I'm going to throw 2 die, see what happens, see if it confirms a couple things, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up and move on to Scorpio, okay? 8 and 4. So 8 here, and I guess 4 is here, which is pretty interesting. So it really confirms maybe a little bit more about Neptune here. And there's something about 4 with the King of Cups. So what I'm thinking with this, in the middle of your journey, there could be 4 days before you know that you're at the top. You become the pirate captain. You're taking the charge. You decided, I'm going to command my... Basically, what it comes down to is, like, even if you don't see it as a pirate, I'm going to command my vessel, right? My person, my idea, my everything that I had with this. I'm going to command it. I'm going to get it to go forward. It's going to take you probably 4 days to really get that to go to full fruition. And then once you finally figure that all out, whether by yourself or with your significant other, helping you out, then you're going to become victorious. So whatever idea you have, it's inside of you. It's divinely helped out with this invisible hand that comes out of nowhere with the sticks. Because it starts with the sticks, ends with the sticks. But more sticks. So you always want to get more sticks in your life for whatever reason. Maybe you're building a teepee. Maybe you, need that for campfire. I don't know what you need it for, Libra, but it could, really help you out somehow. So Libra, thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I slapped the mic. It's sorry about that. But Libra, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You have a good month, and I shall see you in the next one, hopefully. Unless you literally are out on the 7 seas, trying to find all the lost treasure that, what's his face? Johnny Depp lost at sea somewhere. I know he lost it somewhere. You're going to have to go find it. You know, he's a goofball. But yeah, that's all I got for you, Libra. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, Scorpio. So we're gonna do this, Scorpio. I'm just gonna shuffle one more time, and just gonna leave it at that. Put all the cards on the bottom. Shuffle it. Okay, maybe one more time other than that. Shuffle one more time. But yeah. So Scorpio, how you doing? I am a Scorpio. I have 2 major placements in Scorpio, so I like Scorpios, honestly. Guys and gals, I tend to make some decent friendships. Maybe a little more so with the women, but the men, we tend to argue sometimes, and it's not like I want to. It just, I really feel like other Scorpio guys just come at me, and it's like, why are you coming at me so hard? Maybe they're jealous of something, I don't know. But anyways, you know, I wish you well too. This is going to help me too, because, you know, this is a part kind of pulling this up for myself. So, you know, Scorpio, I'm going to let you go ahead and pick the card, because why not? So, you know, don't screw it up, because I will be righteously pissed, because this is also mine as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to close my eyes, wait for the surprise, and see what happens. There's no surprise. All right, well, if I feel a little electrical buzz on one of the cards, then I'm going to stop there, because it's like, I think that's what you want, right? Electrical buzz on something. I just got to... Or else just magnetically pull me forward. Here? No, it was this one, right? I think it was this one. The core card is the Page of Cups. Now, I had this before, and this is kind of a goofy card. So your core card that kind of gives an undertone that links the other cards together is the Page of Cups. Well, you have the Overlooker of the Knight of Wands, which might help us out. And so let's go ahead and pull some more cards from here. This is the U card here. This is the other, or the Lover card here. Or Friends and Family, you know, however you can see that. This is the other card here, and the other card there. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop that down there. Just leave it. And so what do we got here? So we've got the core card as sort of a fool. He's kind of a fool. He's a Page of Cups. He's like sort of the rube at the noob. And he's going crazy looking at a fish in a cup. And quite literally, this looks like Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop before he got futuristic. So I think that's what the case is. You know, it's like an early version of Spike Spiegel. And he's just not quite there yet with his martial arts. So we're going to pull this card here. Whoa, what the hell is this card? This is a weird card. We have the 6 of Cups. Now it's interesting. I'm looking at this, and they drew a skull on the wreath. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll pull it right to the thing here, and then the camera will be like, yeah, I want to focus because, you know, it's cool. Oh, focus. You see that skull on the wreath cup? Do you see that? There's a dragon on the right. There's gems on the bottom one there. There is a castle tower here, a woman's head or Medusa, I'm not sure. There is a dead saint inside this cup or something. I don't know what this is. And there's a snake over here. So the top ones, you know, show an invisible person here. It's all glowing red. female head, a serpent, and you got 4 cups down here. This is really interesting. First time I ever pulled this up on Trigger Tarot. Typically, I'm usually pulling up all the major arcana cards, and this one's really interesting. This is 5, 6, 7, so that's 7 cups. So you have there's 3 blue, which is, I guess, is powerful. Gems, a wreath with a skull, which that means Caesar's crown here, but that's interesting. And you got like this is a really weird one because this dead saint or whatever this is, the saint with the veil, you don't know what it is, but it's showing off red, you know, and it's in the cup. So it's like all these ideas that could be in the cup. And you know what's interesting too is because this page of cups comes up, and then all these other ones come up here. So your core is about cups. It's about what you're going to receive, Scorpio, as far as what is going to come to you. And you're looking at this fish, and you're just seeing all these other possibilities come to play, okay? So this is really about you. This isn't about like worrying about what the community has to say. It's about your chance. So that's what we're going to try to figure out from there. Your building loan matures. Collect $150. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So you are actually getting some money from the state or the bank or the Fed or something. So somehow you're getting $150 extra. So that's really awesome for you. That's good because I hope to get some of that too. If you don't get it, or if you want to donate to me, you can donate to me that $150. I wouldn't mind. I'm just saying. But Scorpio, so that's pretty cool. You got a bunch of options, but it looks like it might come to you more of a monetary value, right? Might be kind of physical, you know? So it might be these gems here. Or it might be a dragon or a castle or a woman's, maybe a beautiful woman comes in your life or something like that. But I don't think it's going to be a spiritual thing. I mean, I guess it could be, but I mean, this is kind of a crazy cup, and these are crazy cups too. So, you know, the crazy cup expanded onto more crazy cups. So maybe you have some financial options here. You got a little bit of money. Maybe you got a little more financial options to think about. So we're going to pull your other card. This could be whatever. And Justice. Just like I said, we pulled major arcana cards here. Justice right there. Boom. So you are going to have a bit of justice happen here. So this could literally be some situation that you're trying to put. So here's the thing, Scorpio, and I think I can understand this maybe a little bit more because of my Scorpio-ness. So, you know, this lands at the feet of this. You know, this yellow lands at the feet of this, which actually makes a really interesting color dynamic here, right? But your core self is trying to understand this fish in a cup. And then you're offered all these other ideas of all these other things, and then you're actually going to make some money, but you got a bunch of other options, right? But you got this Justice card here. So what does this basically mean, Scorpio? You've got this Justice card here right at the feet of the cup. This is your other card. Now, this could literally be just you, because it's like all a dream phase. This is craziness. This is craziness. And this is kind of like finishing some stuff up here, right? Because you just have the Justice. You know, it's not like King of Swords or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's literally Justice. So it's you putting stuff together. I want to pull a significant other, but I don't think this has anything to do with that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an Uno card. +4 again? No way. That's insane. Okay, so +4. We have to draw 4 more cards here. You are going to help me out. Pick some of these cards. I'm going to go ahead and pause real fast, and we'll go ahead and pick a bunch of cards here. Basically 4. So otherwise, if we pick too many cards, it's going to be a little bit goofy. Okay, Scorpio. Let's try to figure some of this out. So we don't need a gun for this. Yeah, let's try to figure out what's going on here, because you've got Justice after all these crazy ideas have happened. So these ideas are going to lead to justice, okay? Because you probably had, even though it shows justice, it's at the feet of this core card. So you probably had a lot of crazy things happen here, right? One of these is, this is a tricky card because one of these is going to lead to success. The other one's is going to lead to some weird psychic or psycho whatever in this cup here. A snake. The dragon looks a little intimidating, although I think it's, not necessarily going to attack you or anything. What I would worry about is this wreath, because there's a skull there it's drawn into the cup. Like, take this wreath and there's death there. There's a bunch of shiny gems. There's a, you can see it, but you got the protection of Knight of Wands here. So, Knight of Wands moving forward with yellow, a little bit of red. It looks like he's kind of telling me to watch out for this here. This dead saint or this dead whatever that, might appear to be holy, but might not actually be. So maybe there's somebody in your life that's a snake. Maybe they are pretending to be holy or whatever, and or offering you a crown or something like that. And you're trying to make decisions, Scorpio, because, I understand Scorpios. We have to make the right decision because there's a lot of crap decisions to make out there. And it's, we're always looking for the right call, the right choice, the right way to do it. And we usually get off our course when we let other people decide for us. And that's where this guy is I think this guy is trying to decide for us. And then, we're trying to make some decisions here. So there's a lot of confusion here right now. I think there's just going to be a lot of confusion for this month for Scorpio. And I'm sorry to say that, but there will be some justice. But is this coming from you? It looks like it is. So there's 4 cards we got to pull. That will help us out tremendously. Let's pull 4 cards. I'm going to let you guys and gals go ahead and pick some cards for me. So we're going to kind of go through. I'm going to go through a little bit quicker, though, because it's 4 cards to pick. So we're going to go right there. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Looks like this one is going to match this card here. The Judgment card. This I guess it's going to match up here, isn't it? Swords there, and Queen of Wands. Told you. Major Arcana cards. Trigger Tarot. Stay tuned. You're going to get most of them here. I'm just saying. It's going to be pretty expensive. I was going to say pretty bold, but expensive came to mind. So what do we got here is we've got this Judgment. I mean, there is Justice here, which actually does kind of match this too. But I feel like, with the head in the clouds here of this other thing, you're going to get some judgment based upon that. The Queen of Wands. I think this has something to do with the victory, the finale here. Page of Pentacles. You're going to get some extra luck here from yourself. So you're looking this way, you're looking that way. You're looking this way, you're looking that way. Look maybe more this way here, okay? Get some judgment with all this stuff here. It's happening between this and this Justice is going to have you looking inside of yourself, okay? So that's kind of where that's going here. So let's pull up some more cards. Let's pull up the Journey card here. And what do you got? The 9. I looked at this just like a little bit earlier. It's the 9 of Pentacles here. We're moving forward with this. So your journey is going to lead you into a bit of paradise here with grapes and with a lot of yellow. There's just a lot of yellow here. It's pretty cool. I like it. But as you make this judgment here based upon these cards, you know, because it's the you going to the other card, which is just, you know, your singleness, your kind of sort of looking within yourself, like how are you, your shadow self maybe, you know, yourself, your shadow self, or your significant other. But it's really about you. You make the judgment, you make the right call, you make some justice, you look within yourself, because you second guess yourself, you know, you second guess yourself and you wonder, did I make the right judgment? Because you're looking in with yourself again. You're going back and forth on this idea, man or girl or whatever. You're going back and forth on this idea. But your journey for this month and the next one's going to lead you into all these extra pentacles, 9, right? It's going to lead you into 9 pentacles. And so if we are to sort of look at this upside down or right side up, you know, these kind of match, you know, X and the 1. So from, you know, because you see this justice is a guy, there's a girl here, kind of the opposites, you know, but you turn them upside down, their heads touch each other, and the numbers actually match up. So this is matching up there. Looks like in your journey, you're going to be more relaxed. Like everything you did for this month to prepare, to move forward with the judgment, choosing the right cup, making sure you didn't choose the death cup or the mystery saint cup or the mystery snake cup, which I think is, well, poisonous. You're going to go back and forth for a while, but you're going to find out that you're not going to get confused, and you are on the right path, and you are going to multiply your magic because you decided to make the right course of action. Maybe it's really about tweaking something that you had to do. You know, you had a bunch of choices. You kind of had a good choice, but you just decided to tweak something just a little bit better, just to, you know, make it a little more profoundly obvious that you could make it just a little bit better. And it just changed everything. It went from 1 to 9. It went from one crazy confusion point to 9. All these random options. You don't know what the hell to do. You're presented with. You're like, nope, I'm making a judgment call. Moving forward, looking within, boom. Extra karma or negative karma, like good karma. Like you get all the grapes and the little birdie over here, and the woman is like, oh, look at me, I'm so beautiful and pretty. And you know, you're like, yeah, she is actually pretty hot, you know, with this little bird on her hand. You know, 1 bird in the bush, 2 in the hen, or something like that, right? So, how does that go? A bird in the pen, a dog in the hen, a cat on the wand, a dog in the pond. I mean, it could be something like that. I don't know. I don't remember that saying. It's stupid anyways. But it looks like the Knight of Wands is kind of confirming it by falling over, smacking his head on these 2 little guys here. You got the Judgment there. You got a lot of interesting cards here. You know, it's not a very big, like, oh, you're going to make a lot of money or whatever. It's just like you're figuring stuff out and you're pushing forward, and you got extra magic on top of it to help you with this, you know, plus maybe $150. I mean, maybe you just, you might come out on top with something, you know, you never know. So we're going to pull this card here. This card fell down, sorry. I'm clumsy. And guess what? The Lover's card. Boom, done. You're done. You're done. You might fall in love. You might actually, you know, join whatever, or, you know, meet somebody out there, and then, you know, everything that you did with all that, you know, I'm going to make this prosperous. You found your significant other, or You found the significant other side of yourself within yourself because the Queen of Wands. You know? So it's literally, it can go two ways. This time frame for you, Scorpio, can diverge this way or diverge this way. It just depends on how things are going, because you've got +4, so give you two different timelines to work on. You know, you got the Knight of Wands helping you out, and the Queen of Wands is right there. So all this stuff comes into play, and you are going to have maybe your significant other finally join you. Maybe you'll have that kind of luck, but you've got you become the Queen of Wands. You're sitting proud on your throne. Either this is you by yourself or you found the right person. And the Knight of Wands is helping you out. But there's a lot of wands here. There's swords here. There's cups and bugles there. And a bunch of pentacles. So you got like everything going for you here. I just got to say, let's pull a secret mission card here and see if that has something to do with anything else. Conquer the continents of Asia and South America. So you want to conquer what's east of you and south of you, right? I mean, if you're in America, which probably most of you are. But Asia's a gigantic continent, and South America is not as gigantic. It's kind of hot, so, you know, it's, yeah, a hot continent, the sun, a lot of yellow, the sun, heat. You know, you have to conquer something major and something that has a lot of fiery energy to it. This guy's in a desert. He's in a pretty hot place. This looks like it's pretty warm out. Warm sun, energy, Knight of Wands. It's sort of like, it sort of makes sense, you know? So it really comes down to like you making a bunch of judgment calls. You'll go back and forth on ideas for a while, and you got judgment and justice, right? So you judged something to be unfair. You took out the justice, make sure it worked right, looked within yourself just to double confirm yourself, because Scorpios do that. We double, triple confirm ourselves just to make sure we're on the right path. And then we move forward. And because of that, now we have extra magic. You have extra abilities to do stuff. And the Knight of Wands is leading you to either your significant other, if you're single, or it's leading you to look within yourself and find the super strong feminine within herself. Because you need, if it's a single thing, what you got to do is you got to find out how to treat yourself a little bit better. You got a little kitty over there. You're holding a big, I guess it's a daffodil. But yeah, you're leading the way. You've done it. And if you find your significant other because of the Lovers, congratulations. But you do have a little angelic figure here with the Knight of Wands, you know, going, hey, try this out. And then you're like, okay. And then you go either this way or that way. And it'll help you out. But, you know, if it does help you out, maybe Asia and South America could have something to do with the fact is maybe you might meet somebody from Asia or South America. Maybe an Asian person or a South American person, and maybe that's the person for you. Or maybe if that doesn't happen, take a trip and enjoy the sights, enjoy the culture, enjoy the food of going to one of these two places. I haven't been to Asia yet, but I have been to South America. It's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely take some of this into consideration, Scorpio. So that's all I've got for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if this comes to fruition. This is really cool, though. I mean, it's really cool. The Judgment card, the Justice card. It's like I want to put the Judgment with the Justice card, but I think it has something to do with like all these other options you've had. You had to make a judgment call on some of these options because some were not good. And then once you figure that out, boom, I figured it out. I got the Justice. I'm going to look within and double check. Number 2, double check. 2. Look out here. Boom. More magic. Great. Let's roll a die. Let's see what happens. Let's roll this die. 40. 40. Wait, this one over here, didn't it? Something over here. That's amazing. 40. Okay. Probably the first time I've been stumped in a while. Something to do with 40. Can I add all these cards up to 40? Is that what I can do? There's 20 there. Can I see 20 there? Knight would be 1. 1, 1, 2, no, 6. 26. And 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 13, 33, 9. No, that adds up more than that. Anyways, I don't know. Something to do with 40. Maybe 40. You know, it's funny. Maybe you're turning 40 this year. Maybe something will come to you in the 40s. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe 40 days later, this will happen. Let's land a little close to the lovers. Maybe it'll take 40 days for the final person that you're supposed to be with will be there. But maybe you're turning 40 this year. Oh my God, this is insane. So I don't know what else to say, Scorpio, but this was pretty cool. I hope you had a good time, and let me know if this comes to take place. Please, 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 please. Tell me next month, okay? I'd love to hear it. So I'm going to close out there. I'll leave a little outro for you, and I hope you have a good month, okay?